Studio microphone. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring one of Robert Greene's most practical and powerful books, The 33 Strategies of War. This isn't a book about violence. It's about the mental and psychological strategies used by great leaders, generals, and thinkers from Sun Tzu to Napoleon, and how we can use those same principles in our daily lives. Whether you're facing competition at work, conflict in relationships, or personal challenges, these strategies will help you think clearly, act decisively, and stay calm under pressure. So sit back, relax, and let's march through the key lessons of the 33 Strategies of War. Part 1: The Polarity of Life. 1:23 o'clock. Robert Greene begins by saying that life is war. Not in the violent sense, but in the sense that every day we face resistance, competition, and struggle. He writes, "Your life depends on your ability to think strategically. People who avoid conflict get controlled by others. Those who learn strategy stay free." The book divides the 33 strategies into 5 main parts. The self-directed war, organizational, team war, defensive war, offensive war, unconventional, dirty war. We'll look at the most important lessons from each. Part 1: Self-directed war. Before fighting any outside battle, you must conquer your own mind. Strategy 1: Declare war on your enemies. Greene says comfort and peace make people weak. You need a sense of challenge and enemy to push you forward. Your enemy doesn't have to be a person. It can be laziness, fear, doubt, or mediocrity. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson. Identify what's holding you back and declare war on it. Energy comes from opposition. Strategy 2: Do not fight the last war. Most people repeat old solutions that once worked but no longer fit. Generals lose battles because they expect the enemy to behave like before. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson. Stay flexible. Adapt to new situations. Every challenge is different. Strategy 3: Amid the turmoil of events, keep your presence of mind. In chaos, emotions take over: fear, anger, pride. Greene says your greatest weapon is calmness. When everyone else panics, you think clearly. That's what gives you control. Example: during World War II, Winston Churchill kept a calm tone and steady confidence even when London was under attack. His presence gave others strength. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson. Train yourself to stay cool when things get heated. Strategy 4: Create a sense of urgency and desperation. Humans perform best when there's no way back, what Greene calls placing yourself on death ground. When Hernan Cortez landed in Mexico, he burned his ships so his men couldn't retreat. That desperation made them fight harder. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson. Give yourself no easy escape. Pressure awakens hidden strength. Part 2: Organizational war. Once you master yourself, learn to lead and organize others. Strategy 5: Avoid the tyranny of the group. Groups tend to become emotional, slow, and conservative. A leader must stay independent, close enough to guide, distant enough to think clearly. Example: Napoleon often isolated himself before major decisions, then returned with clarity. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson. Work with people, but don't lose yourself in them. Strategy 6: Segment your forces. Don't spread yourself thin. Divide energy and tasks strategically so that each group knows its goal. Small, focused units are more effective than one giant effort. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson. Focus energy like a laser, not a flashlight. Strategy 7: Transform your war into a crusade. People fight hardest when they believe in a cause. Great leaders give meaning to their mission. Example: Alexander the Great inspired his men by promising glory and immortality. He turned battles into purpose. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson. Connect your goals to a higher mission, something worth fighting for. Part 3: Defensive war. Not every fight is about attack. Sometimes survival itself is victory. Strategy 8: Pick your battles carefully. Greene says, never waste energy on trivial fights. Most conflicts are distractions. Win the ones that truly matter. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson. Strategic withdrawal is not weakness, it's wisdom. Strategy 9: Occupy the moral high ground. People side with whoever seems more just. When you look honorable, even opponents hesitate to attack. Example, Mahatma Gandhi used non-violence not because he was weak, but because it gave him moral power that defeated the British image of control. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, defend yourself with integrity. It confuses the aggressor. Strategy 10, build your fortress but don't get trapped in it. Isolation feels safe, but it kills perspective. Stay connected to the world or you'll miss danger approaching. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, protect your time, but never disconnect from reality. Part 4 Offensive War. Now we move to attack using initiative, deception, and momentum. Strategy 11, lose battles but win the war. Don't be distracted by small setbacks. Keep your eyes on the overall goal. Example, George Washington lost many battles, but he preserved his army and ultimately won independence. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, think long term. Short losses can serve big victories. Strategy 12, know your enemy. Ignorance leads to defeat. Study your rivals, their habits, fears, and weaknesses. Sun Tzu said, know the enemy and know yourself, and you will never be defeated. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, observation is stronger than aggression. Strategy 13, control the dynamic. Greene says the one who sets the rhythm controls the fight. Force others to react to your moves instead of the other way around. Example, Muhammad Ali used this perfectly, taunting opponents, setting the pace, and making them exhaust themselves. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, don't chase, make others dance to your rhythm. Strategy 14, hit them where it hurts. Every opponent has a soft spot, a weak point. Don't attack strength, strike where they least expect it. Example in business, small startups beat big companies by focusing on a narrow niche that the giants ignore. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, precision beats power. Strategy 15, occupy the field of perception. Battles are fought not only on land, but in the minds of people. Control how others see you. Propaganda, media image, these shape perception. If people believe you're strong, half the war is won. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, guard your reputation, perception creates reality. Strategy 16, take the line of least expectation. Surprise is the greatest weapon. Predictability is death. Example, during D-Day, the Allies deceived Germany with fake armies and false information. The surprise landing changed the war. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, move silently. Strike unexpectedly. Strategy 17, occupy the center. Whoever holds the central position controls the flow. In life, this means staying informed and adaptable, close to power but not trapped by it. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, be the spider, not the fly, stay in the middle of the web. Part 5 Unconventional Dirty War. Greene's final section covers psychological and indirect forms of war, the silent battles of influence. Strategy 18, weave a seamless blend of fact and fiction. Perception often matters more than truth. Control the story people believe about you. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, craft your narrative before others craft it for you. Strategy 19, take the indirect route. Direct confrontation wastes energy. Influence through subtlety. Plant ideas. Lead people to conclusions instead of forcing them. Example, Otto von Bismarck unified Germany not by open war at first, but by careful manipulation and alliances. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, strategy is the art of subtle moves. Strategy 20, seem to work for others while furthering your own goals. Greene says, make others think you're serving them while actually serving yourself. It's not deceit, it's smart positioning. By aligning your interests with others, you face less resistance. Example, corporate leaders often push their vision as company benefit, yet it fulfills personal goals too. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, disguise ambition as service. Strategy 21, take small bites, don't swallow too much. Grand plans collapse under weight. Advance gradually. Secure one small victory at a time. Example, the Roman Empire expanded step by step, one region, one alliance, one fortress. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, progress is momentum, not explosion. Strategy 22, appear unpredictable and crazy, but calculated. When people can't read you, they can't plan against you. Controlled unpredictability keeps others off balance. Example, General Patton acted eccentric to confuse both allies and enemies, but every move was deliberate. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, be mysterious not chaotic. Strategy 23, neutralize enemies through alliances. Turn enemies into allies or make them fight each other. Divide opposition, multiply strength. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson, unity for you, confusion for them. Strategy 24, know how to end things. Every battle must have a clean finish. Lingering wars drain energy. When victory is near, close it decisively, then move on. Hand pointing right with back of hand showing lesson and strong. Exit before fatigue ruins your win. Final reflections. Greene's main message is not about fighting others, it's about mastering strategy as a way of thinking. Strategic people. Stay calm under stress. Think long term. Adapt fast. See conflicts as opportunities for growth. He says, the greatest victory is the one achieved before the battle. When you learn to plant, observe, and influence, most conflicts end before they begin. So, what can we take from the 33 strategies of war? Life is full of battles, personal, professional, emotional. You can't avoid them, but you can face them wisely. Master your emotions. Plan your moves. Stay calm when others panic. And always play the long game. Studio Microphone, thank you for watching. If you found value in this summary, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to think strategically. Remember, every day is a battlefield. But with clarity and discipline, you can win without fighting. Studio Microphone, see you in the next video.